What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, we're taking a look at two things. One, and most important, we are going to take a look at the Vex Mythoclast in PvP, and we're going to check out a really crazy video. Now, first things first, I want to show off the Mythoclast, and with the changes that are happening with fusion rifles and the gameplay in general, I'm actually swapping out my gear loadout. So I'm going to put on Send It, and I'm going to have on Smart Drift Control. These are new choices for me with the Vex Mythoclast. Now again, this gameplay is going to be really bad in the beginning, really bad, but is going to make a hard left turn into awesomeness at the end. So just keep that in mind, and bear with me. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, back whenever Mythoclast first arrived, it was undoubtedly the best PvP weapon probably Destiny has ever seen. It was a monster. It was so good, people were crying for nerfs all over the place. So whenever you hear people talking about they wish the Mythoclast was back, they probably miss killing with it, but so many people were complaining about getting killed by it. I unfortunately did not have a Mythoclast at that time. I got it after it had its initial nerf that totally wrecked the gun. The first nerf just went way overboard, as do all nerfs, and completely ruined the gun. Bungie later went back to the Mythoclast and went to add its power back. So that's nice that they tried to get it back, but it never got back to where it was sitting whenever it was first released. The other problem that the Mythoclast has in general is that it is a fusion rifle. And because it's a fusion rifle, it gets hit by all the fusion rifle nerfs. And fusion rifles get nerfed all the time. Despite nobody using fusion rifles are always getting nerfed. So some of the big things that got hit with the Mythoclast are the stability. So basically the spread pattern as your bolts are coming out, that got hit a lot, and that always gets hit. And then fusion rifles in general received hits to their ammo capacity that they were able to carry out. So what I decided whenever I was trying out this gun, after I was trying it initially, it just wasn't working with my original year 1 loadout. It just wasn't. So I ended up putting on Smart Drift Control to try to get more stability, and I took away the extended magazine in favor of Send It for the extra range, because range is kind of one of those stats that encompasses a whole lot of things, your aim assist and everything, and I figured it would be nice to make sure to potentially get some better critical hits, have some better damage fall off, all that kind of stuff I'd like to add to the gun just to try to help out. Because what I was doing in the beginning, and as you'll see right here, as I'm just playing with this gun initially, I'm really using it very poorly. I'm trying to hit enemies from too far of a range out, and it's not working. It's not working at all, because it's like shooting a water hose. You have barely any control over where the bolts are going if you're holding down the trigger. You really need that zen moment to proc, so that you can start getting your shots to fire in like laser beams. If you can do that though, the gun fires really fast, and it puts out some nice damage. I think I was getting around 45 a headshot when in range, so that's pretty nice. You can really melt down your targets really fast. You should be able to beat out a Doctrine of Passing if you're in the same area in general. And that's something that I think I would like to stress. I think you should be using the Mythoclast around the auto rifle range. It seems like it's better for close to mid-range combat as opposed to long range. Now, in some other maps, I did get some really long kills, but I was just really firing off one bolt and kind of hoping, and the enemy was already damaged quite a bit. It's really not something that you want to challenge a scout rifle, long range, or anything like that. Definitely not a sniper rifle, because whenever you're getting hit and shot at, you're going to bounce all over the place, and your gun's already pretty unwieldy to begin with. So just something to keep in mind. Try to keep things in close to medium range, and you should be in really good shape, because once that zen moment starts proccing and you start getting some headshots, you're really going to be able to mow down the enemies. Now, you haven't seen any of that yet. You haven't seen any of that yet with my Mythoclast gameplay, because I'm doing really terrible in the beginning. But again, we'll get there. I think I pretty much just need to get a kill. I need to do something to get my confidence up with the gun, because I haven't used the Mythoclast in a long time. I definitely haven't used it in PvP for a long time, and you kind of need to just get used to things all over again, especially with the changes that have been happening in general. This guy's coming in, and he looks like he's in a good range. I ended up taking him down, despite it being a 1 versus 2 situation, and burning by Thorn. You can see how quickly the Mythoclast was able to take down a Guardian, especially whenever you are in the correct range. So let's go out again, let's build on that 1 kill. And here are a couple enemies. I'm not going 1 versus 2 on them. I think I'm going to utilize my teammate over here. He's putting down some cover fire, and boom, there we go. Able to get that guy down on B, melted him really quickly. My teammate's burning to Thorn, and it looks like I'm able to put out some pot shots on that enemy before he flees, but that was a lot of damage to Thorn for an enemy running by. This guy happened to run in, and though I didn't get a kill, I did get a few shots with the Mythoclast off. That really helped out, I think. I think it helped out. And let's see, it looks like somebody else might be around here. Nope. Oh, somebody's around the corner. There he is, not looking at me, and yes, that was a good kill with the Mythoclast. Guy wasn't even looking, and pretty much the next thing he knew, he had some fire bolts in his head. Same thing with his buddy who tried to clean things up for him. 2 guys down, I can take it. I can handle that. Now let's get back over here towards B, and there are enemies all over the place, so this doesn't feel good. There's even enemies behind me, so I'm just staying in, and I do get the kill. I trade with the Thorn, so that's really not that bad. Everybody hates Thorn, and here it is, I traded with him. Thorn didn't beat me, I traded with it, and I might have taken a shot even from another enemy. So the Mythoclast in action right there was doing pretty well because I was utilizing it in the correct range. Now something else. I am not using the extended magazine as you saw in the beginning, and I kind of miss it. I miss it just a little bit. 21 bullets for me because I really like the auto fire, and I really hold down that fire button and then aim afterwards. It makes it just a little bit difficult for me. So if you're anyway like me when utilizing this fusion rifle, this auto fusion rifle, you might find that you have to reload a lot. And that can be tricky. That can lead to you getting killed often on your own. So just something to keep in mind. But I think Send It still might be the better choice with the way that the game and stats have changed in Destiny with the Taken King.
5 minutes remaining.
So because the match is so close, and because I was doing so terrible in the beginning, I'm really trying right here to not end up being at the complete bottom of our leaderboard. I want to help out my teammates a lot, though I am still primarily using the Mythoclast. I really haven't swapped over to my special weapon at all. And right there you could see where I had some problem with the magazine size, and of course a little bit of lag there for sure, because I killed that guy and then a couple seconds later the avenge screen came out. Merciless, because that guy came right into my Mythoclast, and getting those headshots, those 45 crit headshots as you're spamming things out with auto rifle speed is really good. I mean, you can see that this gun definitely has some power behind it still. Obviously in Crucible, where you don't have to worry about light levels, you don't have to worry about armor or anything like that, the defensive stats as much, you don't have to worry about that. This gun can still work and put out some big damage in there. Big damage, really, really respectable damage for the gun, as long as you're utilizing it in the proper way. That guy was standing right next to me. I got so lucky that he didn't happen to have a shotgun, because otherwise it would have been shotgun to the ear, and I'm so dead. But we ended up clearing off B a little bit. Time to pop this super again. Let's get some more Palpatine fingers here. Let's electrocute some guys. I really love this super, and honestly, I'm a little bit fearful that this class is going to get nerfed next. After the Sunbreaker nerf, I have a feeling this is next, but come on, I'm so sick of nerfs. Can't we just stop nerfing things? Oh man, I am never going to win that argument. But after some Palpatine fingers, we're actually sitting on an 11 kill streak. And I'm trying to get this guy down with the Mythoclast. Boom, there we go. That is number 12, sexy number 12. We barely escaped with our life, but he is dead thanks to the Mythoclast being able to hit across that B control point. And this guy came rushing in. I got a couple shots with the Mythoclast and then was able to quickly melee and kill him. But I did get enough shots with the Mythoclast to get him down to low enough health to where my melee would kill him. This guy's trying to stop our teammates from getting the heavy ammo, but I'm able to get him down despite that rolling geometry really getting in the way. It was really in the way. And there looks like there's a guy over here. I'd like to take him down because the match is almost over, because I am on this ridiculous killing streak. I'm gonna go for the win. I am gonna go for the kills. This is my sweaty, try-hard Crucible match that means absolutely nothing to anything, but this guy is coming in. He tried to shoot me with the Thorn, I believe. He took a Quillums to the face, got me my first 15 kill streak, and that nail in the coffin was number 16 to give me the best around. So despite that terrible gameplay in the beginning, I finished on top. And that's partly because of the Mythoclast, and partly because I was lucky. So as far as the Mythoclast goes, it's still a really good gun. Unfortunately, you can't really utilize it in super high-end gameplay, mainly trials, because your light level, I don't know, would you really want to go in at 300 or so light? Maybe. It's not a bad gun, but use it at its correct distance, because otherwise the stability of the fusion rifles is really difficult. Zen moment, close range, you're going to be good. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your PvP, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Vex Mythoclast.